Hi dolls, it's your girl Teshia Monique here, and I am back filming for you dolls. Today I am super duper excited to be filming this video because it's one that I've been wanting to film for quite some time now, and this is going to be my very first ever first impressions makeup video for you guys today. And so I'm very excited because the product that I'm going to be trying out, I'm so excited to give it a try, and I'm so excited that they have my shade at Ulta when I went. So I just can't wait to film this video for you guys, and I've been waiting to do it for a couple of weeks now. I've had the product and I've just had to get the timing right and to be able to sit down and really give it a go for you dolls. So yes, now from the title of the video, you guys already know what product I am going to be testing out for the first time right here on camera and sharing with you guys today. So not only is this a great video for dolls that are of the browner skin tones, but it's for everybody because this brand has such a wide array of shades, you guys. And I went into Ulta, which is where I picked it up from. They had a really big setup and they had all shades. So if you are my shade, browner, lighter, you will have a shade in your color. Really excited about that. So from the title of the video, you dolls already know that I am going to be trying out the new Juvia's Place foundation, and this is their velvety matte foundation. I Am Magic foundation. It's not that big of a product, but from what I've heard, all of the reviews, that it really packs a punch. So I'm excited to just give it a try, you guys. So if you're interested to see how this product lays, how I lay her down, if she's thick, how this product is, then just stay tuned. Now, since this is a first impressions video, dolls, I just wanted to focus in on this product. So I'm gonna actually do the application of the foundation, and I'm feeling the vibe because, as you know, like I said, this is an ethnic brand. So, you know, the packaging is just fantastic. And then, of course, I've got my goddess Nubian princess braids here, so I'm really digging on the vibe. But all jokes aside, I'm just gonna apply the product itself, the foundation, and then I'm also gonna come in with the Nubian 2 palette. This is also from Juvia's Place. That, guys, look at the packaging. Can we just take a moment for the packaging? It's so dope. I love it. And then here is the packaging on the foundation itself. So yes, I'm just really loving it. So I just wanted to stick with the two products within the same brand, just so that I can get a feel and tell you dolls how the texture is, how she feels foundation wise, the eyeshadows, and all of that stuff. But this is the palette. Let me remove the plastic so you guys can see it. And I think that it's just a really pretty palette, and it's just really gorgeous. So I have been wanting to try their products since they launched on Instagram a few years back, and now that they are in Ulta, you know, it's just I wanted to support the brand because I've seen them grow, and I really wanted to support them. So here is the foundation, dolls. This is Juvia's Place again, and the foundation, like I said, it's not a huge bottle. It's about this size, so as you can see, compared to my hand, this is the size of the bottle, but a little bit is supposed to go a long way. And I was very pleased when I tried it out in Ulta. When I was doing my color matching, I tried to use my Urban Decay All-Nighter, which is my go-to Holy Grail brand. You guys know I rave about this all the time, but I tried to use the color from this while I was in Ulta to match up this one. That way I kind of knew what my color was going to be. Foundation for me is going to be buried under concealer and setting powders and this and that. I wanted to just still make sure that I have something that is close to my own complexion, even though it's kind of, you know, underneath it all. Okay, dolls, so the color that I matched up for myself is called Birkina, 310 Birkina. So this is the shade that I will be trying out for you dolls today. So if you're about my same complexion, you can go straight for this color if you like the way it wears, and if not, there are many colors to select from, so you will not be disappointed when it comes to picking out a color. I'm going to be using the PrettyGirls SO2 brush, which I like the angle on that one, and it's just really easy to apply to the face, so it just fits like perfectly. So I'm just going to take a little bit because, like I said, I did test this a little bit in the store, And let me show you dolls first how the color looks. It's so thick, you guys. I'm gonna just do 2 like little squirts on the brush. This is the shade here. So as you can see, it's very, very close. My hand is definitely darker than my face, so it's a little bit hard to color swatch and color match going against the hand in the store. So I always recommend that if you dolls have the time to go ahead and maybe remove a little section, or either bring your foundation that you know works for you, you like the color, and just use that as your match for your foundation. But this one is really, really close to my skin complexion, which I love. I'm gonna go ahead and first and foremost, because I want to make sure that I get the most out of the makeup and utilize it, you know, so that it's not like, oh, you didn't do this or that, so it didn't come out right. I'm gonna use primer today, which is, no, I'm not gonna use the Smashbox because that one does break your girl out. So I'm gonna go with the MAC Prep and Prime, and this is the Skin Refining Zone Treatment, which works pretty good for me. I haven't noticed any substantial breakouts or anything from it, so I'm just gonna use that, or use this, and I'm gonna apply it into my T-zone and just really press it into, let me scoot up for you dolls. I'm gonna really just press it into my skin to minimize pores. Okay, guys, I'm gonna work fast because I don't want the video to be super duper long. The product, guys, and I'm going in. I usually just kind of, ooh, she is thick. She's thick. And this is the amount that I usually, ooh, I put too much. This is usually the amount that I put on with my Urban Decay. I love the color. I know you guys are like, uh-oh, but no, give her a second. And I always go across my lips, as you guys know, and I just buff. I press in. First, I press. I'm not rubbing. I just press in, because that way you get a flawless application, and it allows the product to really just set into your skin versus you squishing it around. Now, when I do move up to my forehead and I do bring it across my eyelids, because it serves as an eyelid primer for me, and I just kind of push this in to the skin. I come close to the hairline and I just lightly pat it in so it's not all in my, you know, baby hairs or whatnot, my edges. And I just kind of press it in, but I really like the coverage so far, you guys. Like, this is really, really good, and a little bit goes a long way. So it was 21 or 24, which is not bad at all, you guys, for a foundation, especially if it's gonna last. And I really want to say that this feels just as thick and full coverage as the Urban Decay All Nighter, which is my go-by, my holy grail, that I am so obsessed with. And I always bring my foundation back onto my ears, that way you don't have discoloration. And I mean, I usually press all in here, but I have edge cream on, so I don't want to, you know, go too far. And I just lightly pat onto the neck area, because you don't want a lighter face than the neck. And of course there is shadow here, so it's gonna appear like, oh, you know, it's not a match, but it really is because of the lighting. So bear with me, dolls. Don't come for me in the comments that this is too light or whatever. Coverage is amazing. This is great color payout. The color that I was expecting is what I see. Is not oxidizing. I did try it a little bit in the store, like I said, and I did not see any oxidation. So get into this, guys. It is so gorgeous. I'm serious. Now, Juvia's Place does have another eyeshadow palette that does have, I can't think of the name of it, but my mom got it, but I didn't get it, but I'm going to get it. And it has like all of the really pretty contour and highlight shades, so it could very well be utilized as a contour and highlighting palette. And I do see this Kenya here, dark brown, but let me guys tell you, and I will just swatch a little bit for you guys, is that it's very, very good payout. That was one swipe. I need to use this to contour with, so I'm gonna try that today. Sorry, she has extra lip appeal, as you can see, so I have to kind of just, and that just cancels out the color in the lip, so that when you go to put your product on your lip, you have what you would call a lip primer or lip base. But I also have my Pretty Girls, and this is the C04 brush, and I really love this brush because look at that. Flat, really dense, really thickly packed to where you can get in and really carve out the cheekbones and contour, and then underneath and around the face. So absolutely obsessed with these brushes, and I will leave link to them below. I'm using my new palette, but let's just pause for this new palette, dolls. So pretty. Up a little bit of the color, as you dolls can see. This is again Kenya, and this is from the Nubian 2 palette. And I'm gonna tap on the side here because I don't want all the fallout to get on my palette. I do want to keep her a little bit new looking for as long as possible. But as you can see, for me, for my skin tone, this is always a perfect match. And you see the difference there. Before it was kind of that, but now she is chiseled here. Pick up a little bit more, just kind of tapping, tap. I'm not rubbing, which is really disrupting the product there. I'm just doing a little bit, and I tap a little bit here before I go in to the cheeks. And I'm starting here, cheekbone. I'm just working her in. But I just want to kind of give you guys an overall first impression of the foundation, and to let you guys know my first impression of it and how she wears, how she coordinates with other products, and just the overall look of her. So as you can see, I'm coming close to the hairline just to kind of carve out, especially now with braids and just not having any hair like hanging on the face. I want to make sure that I'm really carving out my face and defining it so that it's not all one big brown lump. Especially with hair back from your face, you want to make sure that your face is a little bit, in my opinion, super beat. A little bit more beat, just because, you know, you want to always be looking your best. So I've got that there, and then I'm going to utilize the Pretty Girls SO4 brush, and this is a kind of, I would call a square brush, and as you guys can see, my brushes are not clean right now, so I'm just going to use that just to kind of buff, pressing but also buffing, kind of where the foundation meets when I'm contouring, just so you guys can see. Now I'm debating on whether I'm going to come in with some concealer just so you guys can see how the overall look is on the face. I didn't do a nose contour or anything like that. This is my original brush. I'm just bringing the remainder of that foundation and just kind of blending out the contour a little bit further so that you guys can see how it looks. Okay, so as you guys can see, it's really even. I really like the color payout with this foundation. And I thought that I could use one of the other colors in the eyeshadow palette as a highlighter. So I was going to show you guys that as well. So first, let me go in and I'm just going to touch up my eyebrows because I did remove my makeup that I was wearing earlier today just to give you guys an idea of how the foundation looked. I already have my lashes on, and then I'm just thinking that I want to put a little concealer because I want to see how it looks. But as you can see, guys, the foundation is really gorgeous. Like, look at that. Look at that. Without doing anything, like if this is how far you go with your makeup generally, if you don't do all the extra or you're not really into that just yet, like check her out. Check this out. And I just have a little contour. I haven't highlighted or anything like that, and it looks really good. Look at this. Really pretty. Really pretty. I'm loving it. Loving it. And it feels matte. It's dry. It's set just like my Urban Decay All-Nighter. And that is a full coverage as well, and it's buildable, but this is full coverage. You saw that I used a little bit. So they give you this little tube, and rightfully so, because the coverage is just really, really amazing, super amazing, and it feels like it's in place, like it's not going anywhere. So I'm really, really digging it, dolls. She is C3.25, and this is the Fluidity Full Coverage Concealer. I'm gonna add a little bit of concealer, just a little bit, because I'm not gonna go in and do the full face, but I just wanna kind of see how she does when she's underneath, you know, other products, you know. But like I said, once you start to add other products to it, you know, it's kind of like the foundation is there because it is essentially what it is, foundation. But I like to see how the product wears stand alone, but I never personally wear the product stand alone. And this again is that PrettyGirls S01 brush, which I really, really love because it's so versatile. I'm just gonna press this concealer in just so I can get an idea of how well this product wears when it is up against the line, up against the wire with other product, and just how it looks overall, because like I said, I do wear concealer and I do highlight and conceal. So I'm just trying to get a feel for how Juvia's Place works. But she is thick. She gave me full coverage. I feel comfortable that if I was wearing this makeup out, that it would take me where I needed to go for the full day. I feel like in Houston, if I was at a day party this summer, I would feel confident in this Juvia's Place. Like, she is not caking, she is not flaking, she is not moving underneath the concealer that I just added. And this is another spot on product, you guys, and this is a new product too, so I guess I could add this to the review as well, because I have been using the Morphe concealer, and just kind of lightly, sparingly, but I really do love it. You know, I have it up here now with my Pro Concealer, my LA Girls, and I really, really like it. It really, really ups the amp, and this color that I have, it just really works super well. And I think that I was gonna get the Shape Tape, and then I ended up kind of color matching it and Ulta up against the Morphe up against the Shape Tape, I'm believing. And I was just like, hey, for the price, I'm gonna go with the Morphe and give it a try, because I think it was maybe $8 if I'm not mistaken. So once again, I'm just going to kind of make sure that everything is blended here. And this is just a PrettyGirls SO5, and these come in a set of 5, guys, and you really just need this one set to really, you know, make your whole face. And that's what I love. It's like, if you have these brushes and if you were on the go and you wanted to just kind of throw them in your bag, move around, or if you're on vacation and you wanted to do that, you could, and they will be all that you need. It's a full set, and it's the Fully Flawless, I believe is the name of the set. It's a 5-piece set, and they are so affordable. And I'm just gonna set this a little bit with this banana powder, and this is by J-Cat. This is the Luxe Pro powder, and it's kind of yellow, which you guys can see, but for me, it just really sets and melts into the skin as it sets. So I'm gonna set all the way across, and I don't bake and remove my powder. I set because I'm in heat, I'm in Houston, and I need that extra shine control because I will get oily. So I'm just gonna press that all into the spots where I concealed. And so I guess you could call this a bake, but oh my gosh, dolls. Okay, and I said I wasn't gonna do the full beat because I wanted to let Juvia's Place shine on her own. So let me stop there because I will go on. But this is the LA Girls, and this is another one that I'm trying. So all new products. This is the Intense Stay Auto Liner, and it is in the deep, I believe it's deep brown. Let's see if there's a name on it. I tore the name off. I want to say it was deep brown or either dark brown, but it's the one that resembles the MAC pencil that I used to use. And I'm just gonna kind of touch up the brows a little bit, a little bit. And the only thing that I don't like about these types of pencils is that once you roll it up, it is forever just like breaking off. So I have to constantly roll. And then by the time you do that, you use it a little bit more, it either breaks or gets small, and then you're re-rolling up. So I'm just going across the brows very gently in the front. And that was before and after. So, you know, it's all about preference. Either way would have rocked out just fine. And I find that I can never talk while I am applying, or filling in, I should say, my eyebrows. Okay, so that's that. And then I'm gonna come in, let's see if I can find my spoolie really quick. I just have this spoolie, guys, on the back end of an eyebrow pencil, a brown one, and I'm just gonna kind of come in here, touch up, and just make sure it looks really natural. Now my braids are jet black, but my eyebrow pencils, I still go like a dark brown, deep brown, just to keep things a little more on the natural end. And then I'm gonna take, let's see, I have a little concealer that I'm gonna put underneath the eyebrows just to kind of bring them out a little bit and highlight. But guys, I am really impressed with the Juvia's Place foundation. Like, I love it. And for 20 bucks, I could get a couple bottles of those compared to, like I keep saying, my Urban Decay all-nighter, but also the Kat Von D Locket. That as well. Do eyeshadow today. I mean, I could, but I could do a whole separate video. And I feel like the video is already well on its way to being 20 to 30 minutes long. So then I just come back and I have my same brush and I'm just gonna press that powder in. And just make sure that it is covering. And then I'm also going to do one other thing, which is this bronzer that I'm still obsessed with, guys. And this is the one I tell you guys about that I got from the beauty supply store. And it's super inexpensive. It's $2.99. And this is from Klean Kolor. And it's their bronzer shimmer. And it's in the color Luna, number 2. And I just really love this, you guys. And I had a video where I actually broke one a few years back, and I showed you guys how to reset it because it's just really nice. So whenever I do come across this at the beauty supply, I'll pick up 2 of them just so that I always have one on hand. So I'm just gonna go in here with this MAC blush brush, which is my favorite. And I'm gonna tap right into that pen. I'm just gonna blush her out. Now I like this one a lot, you guys, because I guess I can't talk when I do my blush either. I like this one a lot because of the color. So it's got that shimmer in there, so it kind of gives you a little bit of a highlight once you bring her across on the cheekbone. And it just kind of takes away that dull look. And as you guys can see, it's really giving me like a bronzed look about the face. And I just kind of reset that in so that it's not just super noticeable where I put it, and it just kind of gives you that really pretty flesh look. I'm just really pressing everything in. Okay, so this is how it's coming together. And then I'm gonna go back into that Nubian 2 palette from Juvia's Place, which is the highlight of the video. And I think I'm just gonna try out this Nairobi. Now it is a little bit on the more of the golden shimmery side. Let's see, it's a little bit more on the golden shimmery side, but it may do the trick, and I may even blend her out with the Nefertiti. Now the other palette that I was telling you guys about that my mom picked up, theirs was spot on as a highlighter and contour palette, and I really wanted it, but I said, well, I just got a palette from them, let me see how it works, even though I knew it was going to be bomb. And I just went ahead and you know, my mom went ahead and got that palette. So I'm still going to pick up one. I believe it was 20 bucks as well, 21 or 20, something like that, but it was well worth it. It was well worth it, dolls, and I highly recommend this brand. So I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna be using a fan brush. Let me get my lighting back. There she is. These earrings, I think they are rotated backwards. But I'm gonna be using this fan brush, and this is also from the brand PrettyGirls, which I'm raving about, as you guys can see. And this is the CO. My letters are worn off, but it's just this really, really dapper fan brush. And as you can see, it's got a little product in here, so let me, ooh, it's a party, it's a party, it's a party. You see the glitter. Highlighter. So I'm gonna try the Nairobi, and I just go across a little bit like that on her. And then let me try her by herself first, because you have to remember that when you first get these palettes, there is a little light coating that runs across. So I'm running my finger across, and I'm just gonna show you dolls the color payout. Let's see. I'm gonna come right in here with it. And that was just one swatch. That was just one swatch. Very, very pretty, very gorgeous, as you guys can see. She is very pretty. So as an eyeshadow, as a highlighter, I think it'll be pretty. So let me go ahead and go back in now that I've cleared off that kind of a sealant or cover that's usually on the front of the eyeshadows in a palette. And there you have it. Look at that. You have to see that difference, you guys. Let me move in and see if it kind of picks up a little bit better. And I'm still working with my lighting, like I told you guys. This is my new setup, and I just came right on in. I said, hey, let me try this out in film. And I have one other piece to the set of lighting that I want to add. So comment below and let me know what you guys think about the lighting on this video and how you're feeling about this look. I am loving it. I'm gonna highlight my kisser. And you know, for me, for the summer, you guys, like, I have a ton of lipsticks, but so far I've been just really okay with utilizing and leaving just kind of a dewy, sun-kissed, bronzy kind of look all on its own. And then I'm just pressing that in a little bit so that it's not too fire, I'll say. And put a little mascara on my bottom lashes. I didn't do, like I said, eyeshadow today, because, you know, the video looks like it's going into 30 minutes without editing it. I didn't want it too long, so let me do that, and then let me get a small brush, and I am going to, oh, I've got color there. I'm gonna go ahead and take a little bit of that Nairobi, and I'm gonna put that right in the inner corner just to bring a pop there, just to highlight. And as you guys can see, it is showing up in a major way. So, so pretty. Not having to do a lot, very lightly, just kind of applying. Pressing a little bit more powder just to kind of give it one last set. As you guys can see, I am obsessed already. And as long as she stays in place and doesn't shift around underneath, I am so good with this foundation, you guys. I was dying to try it. Had seen such great reviews about it. And so I am super, super pleased with it. I think it is gorgeous. It feels really, really silky. It feels really, really expensive. It doesn't feel cheap. It doesn't have like a bad smell about it or anything, because the price point at $20, you would think it's gonna be cheap, it's gonna wear cheap, it's just not gonna, you know, have the color payout. But she is thick. She is up there with all of my designer foundation. And hello, gorgeous. Like, look at that. That is a very nice finish, a nice finish on my skin. Very, very pretty. I love it. And like I was saying, you know, I'm just kind of going with this look. I don't feel like I need like a lipstick or anything. I may hit with a little gloss if anything, but it's just really golden, even with just the foundation and the highlighter on the lip. And as you can see, that is that eyeshadow, which I like because it's dual purpose. So if I want to use that as, you know, eyeshadow, or if I wanted to use it as what I'm wearing it as today, which is a highlighter, she's in there. She is a really great versatile palette for your money. $20, you can't beat that. $20, you can't beat that. You've got a full setup. You've got eyeshadow, you've got highlight, contour, and you've got foundation for 40 bucks, girls. And this is at Ulta, so it's readily available, and it is really, really good quality. Really pretty colors in the palette itself. Like, you can make a whole look with these colors. These are gorgeous, and they would look great on all skin tones. And like I was saying, the foundation, you have so many selections when you hit off to the stand and the display for the Juvia's Place foundations. It's amazing, it's immense, and it is bomb.com. So I give this makeup 2 thumbs up, 2 glam thumbs up, and I feel like you guys should definitely go pick it up. I was very lucky because that was the last shade that they had, and the one that I found that was my match. So when I go by there to get the other palette, that highlight palette, it might have been the Nubian one, I'm not sure, but I will let you dolls know, and I will look to pick up one more of these because, you know, it's such in high demand right now that, you know, I don't want it to be where I'm not able to find it, or it's sold out for the longest time or anything like that. So I am going to hit the lip just a little bit to show you guys how it looks with a more of a finish. This is a Flora Abundance, and this is a MAC lippy. I'm just going to lightly kind of place a little bit of gloss. Really, I'm not a glossy person. I like a matte look, but for the sake of the video, I'll go ahead and give you guys a little bit of a lip, okay? So this is my review, dolls. I would love for you to comment below and let me know if you tried it out. If so, what is your take on it? Because I am blown away. I love it. I'm instantly in love, and I will be wearing it. I've always had my eye on Juvia's Place, like I said, from when they were on Instagram. But I want to say, I don't know if they were overseas or something that kind of detoured me from trying them out before. If it was the shipping cost or what, I don't know. Or maybe it was because they were new and I was kind of like, is it a hype? Are they really, you know, as good as everybody's raving or what? So I didn't really give them a try. But I am so excited about it now, you guys. I really, really love it. And yes, highly, highly recommend it. We'll be picking it up. And I just hope you dolls enjoy this review. Here she is. Hope you guys enjoy this review. Let me know what you think about my new braids. I'm going to have a small, just first impressions on these girls as well for you guys coming up. So stay tuned. I've got a lot of great content coming out for you guys. I'm just super excited. I'm loving my new lighting. So comment below and let me know what you think about that. Thumbs up if you think that this is good lighting, if you like the look of this video, if you like the vibe of this video and all of that today. So I'm just really excited to share with you guys, and I am loving, loving, loving. This is my first impressions of the video. This is my first time wearing the foundation, and I am very, very pleased with the look of it. So thank you, dolls, for tuning in. Thank you for supporting my channel, and as always, I will see you guys again in the next one. Have a great evening. Bye. Bye.